Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft in their OneWorld Livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model in the flaps up version. I purchased this model from Easy Toys and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, please allow me to share some information about the history of Qatar Airways and how they actually came about. Qatar Airways is a Qatari-based airline that was founded and established on November 22, 1993, and officially commenced operations 2 months later on January 20, 1994, as Qatar Airways is fully owned and operated by the Qatari government and has been fully controlled by the Qatari government since July 2013, after the country's sovereign fund bought a 50% stake from Qatar's former Prime Minister Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim Al Thani and other shareholders. Qatar Airways is the official state-owned national flag carrier airline for the country of Qatar, whereas the headquarters of Qatar Airways is located at the Qatar Airways Tower that's located in Doha, Qatar, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of the Hamad International Airport Complex, which is located approximately 8.8 miles southeast of the downtown city center district section of Doha, Qatar. The airline operates a hub and spoke network linking to over 173 international destinations worldwide on 6 inhabited continents that spans across Africa, Central Asia, Europe, the Far East, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, North America, South America, and Oceania from its base hub at Hamad International Airport, as Qatar Airways is currently one of 10 airlines to own this actual distinction of permanently flying to all 6 inhabited continents, along with Air Canada, Air China, British Airways, Delta Airlines, Emirates, Korean Air, Qantas, South African Airways, and United Airlines respectively, with an operating fleet of 233 aircraft, which includes 53 Airbus A350s, in which 34 of those are the Airbus A350-900XWBs, including this one you're looking at here, and the remaining 19 are the Airbus A350-1000XWBs. And in addition to the 233 aircraft that currently operates in the Qatar Airways fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 148 more aircraft, which includes 23 more Airbus A350-1000XWBs. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. As of March 2022, or at the time of this video review posting, Qatar Airways is one of 11 airline carriers, along with ANA All Nippon Airways based out of Tokyo, Japan, Asiana Airlines based out of Seoul, South Korea, Eva Air based out of Taipei, Taiwan, Garuda Indonesia based out of Jakarta, Indonesia, Hainan Airlines based out of Haikou, Hainan, China, Japan Airlines based out of Tokyo, Japan, Korean Air based out of Seoul, South Korea, Lufthansa based out of Cologne, Germany, and Singapore Airlines based out of Singapore that hold this prestigious honor of operating as a certified 5-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. And the Airbus destination code for Qatar Airways for this particular aircraft is 94X. All right, everyone. Let's take a look at the front of the box, and what you're looking at is the Qatar Airways title, the Arabic inscripted writing, the airline's logo, the OneWorld title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box, and we see the Qatar Airways title, the Arabic inscripted writing, the airline's logo, the OneWorld title, the aircraft type, the specification concerning this aircraft, the width and the length, the warning information, as well as the JC Wings logo. You can pause and read this information if you like, which I find very informative, but in the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? All right, now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the Airbus A350-XWB decal, which stands for extra wide body, the Qatar Airways title, the Arabic inscripted writing, the airline's logo, the OneWorld title, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box. It's pretty much the same information at the top of the box I showed you earlier on. However, there are two versions, the flaps up version and the flaps down version. This is the flaps up version. That's the one I'm going to do the review on, okay? All right. Now you're looking at the actual model stand that actually came with the model. We're going to see at the bottom of it, you see the Qatar Airways title, the Arabic inscriptive writing, the airline's logo, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information at the bottom of the model stand. But then you come up here, you see that black pattern, everyone? The sole purpose of that black pattern is not only this pad protects your model, it also prevents it from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft model into a particular model stand, all right? All right, now looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement door, featuring the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, all right? Okay, with all that information out of the way about the history of Qatar Airways and how they actually came about and still operating strongly as we speak despite what's going on around us, plus all the information here at the front of the box, as well as information at the back of the box, plus the model stand actually came with the model, plus the gear replacement doors, featuring the two little toothpicks in this plastic bag. And with no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model out of the packaging. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone, the JC Wings Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft in their OneWorld Livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model in the flaps up version. All right, allow me to share some information about the Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900XWB and how they actually became part of their fleet. Doha-based Qatar Airways officially became the global launch customer as well as the first airline recipient in the world of aviation that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Qatar Airways originally took delivery of its very first of 43 Airbus A350-900XWBs, extra wide-body aircraft that Qatar Airways had placed orders for back on June 18, 2007, and received their very first Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, which bears the registration ship number A7-ALA, at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Airbus Delivery Center facility, which is located in Toulouse, France, on December 22, 2014, and took delivery of the very last Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, which bears the registration ship number A7-AML on September 27, 2019. Then fast forward 3 weeks later, and that's when Qatar's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on January 15, 2015. And that's when Qatar Airways officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Doha to Frankfurt route, alternating with the Boeing 777-300ER that's also utilized on this particular route, as the entire Qatar Airways fleet of Airbus A350-900XWBs operates exclusively from Qatar's main operating base hub at Hamad International Airport in Doha, Qatar. Qatar Airways originally had ordered a total of 43 Airbus A350-900XWBs to add to their fleet. However, on July 7, 2017, Qatar Airways abruptly canceled 4 of their Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft orders, while the remaining 5 were eventually upgraded to the Airbus A350-1000XWB extra wide-body aircraft variant on October 1st, 2018, which trimmed the total current order count from 43 down to 34 at the time of this video review posting. And at the time of this video review posting, all 34 of Qatar's Airbus A350-900XWBs are currently operating in service, as this particular aircraft has since become one of the airline's official flagship jetliners for the Doha-based carrier for the foreseeable future, as Qatar Airways is currently the second largest operator of this aircraft variant after Singapore Airlines. Now let's talk about the OneWorld Livery scheme on this aircraft. The OneWorld Livery was first introduced as part of the Alliance's 10th anniversary, which took place on February 1st, 2009. Like the Star Alliance and the Sky Team Alliance, the OneWorld Livery scheme is also known as a flying billboard to promote their alliance to other airlines around the world, as the livery scheme also features the OneWorld Alliance name in a largely billboard-type letters that are almost 6.5 feet tall, as well as the Alliance logo, which is also printed along the side of the fuselage against a white or a polished metal background. Whereas the name of the operating member airline is actually displayed in a smaller billboard lettering in a standard position at the front of the aircraft below the OneWorld Alliance billboard name, as well as the logo, while each airline member will also retain its regular tail fin design, as Iberia actually became the very first airline in the alliance that begun sporting this livery scheme on its Airbus A320 aircraft, which was unveiled on February 3rd, 2009, as this is the third aircraft in Qatar's fleet after a pair of Boeing 777-300ERs, which bear the registration ship numbers of A7-BAA and A7-BAB, respectively, that was also painted in the OneWorld Alliance livery scheme as well. So, with all that information out of the way about this aircraft, how they became the launch customer, as well as the livery scheme on this aircraft, the OneWorld livery scheme, with no further ado, everyone, let's get down to business and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side. We're going to start at the front here, starting the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number, Lima Zulu, the Peter tubes, the static ports, the radome nose cone. There's more Peter tubes right there, the windshield wipers, as well as the cockpit windows. Please stay tuned. I'll give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But then you see the OneWorld logo, which is displayed right here by the L1 entrance door. And Qatar Airways actually became a member of the OneWorld Alliance on October 30th, 2013, which consists of 13 airline members from 6 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes American Airlines, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, and Qantas, as the 4 founding members, becoming the first Gulf carrier to sign on with one of the 3 alliances. Okay? And then you see that little red dot there on the right side of the L1 entrance door is the Wi-Fi decal, which is this little decal right here. And that particular decal indicates that Wi-Fi is actually available and on board for usage aboard this aircraft. All right, then you see the OneWorld title right there, as well as the Qatar title. And then you see the Arabic inscripted writing by the OneWorld title, which is this right here. The Arabic inscripted writing that's displayed near the OneWorld billboard title, sorry about that, literally means Al Qatariya in Arabic, okay? And then you're looking at the nice little engines right here. And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 turbofan type engines that are actually used on this particular Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body jetliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right there. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around and we're going to see the turbofan blades that actually spin. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard, on the port/left side of the aircraft. Sorry about that. You see the engine stripes right there, and the turbofan blades spin. Yes, they do. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing light right there. It's painted, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, including the landing gear struts and the landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the engines here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, featuring the engine stripes right there. And does the turbofan blade spin? Let's check it out and find out. Yes, they do. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing lights right there in the triangular panel, which is actually painted, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears here on the side of the aircraft. It features landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the Peter tubes right there, right above the radome nose cone, the actual radome nose cone, the nose gear doors, the landing gear lights inside of the nose gear door, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. All right. All right. We still at the center of the aircraft here on the port side of the aircraft, and underneath the wings is the actual engine. We're still on the engine part, and what you're looking at, the engine column, is the actual Qatar logo that's displayed on the engine columns right here. And this is the logo for Qatar Airways, which resembles that of an oryx, which is considered the national animal of the state of Qatar, as its logo. As this logo can also be seen inside of the blended winglets. I'm going to show you that now. There. as well as on the tail fin of the aircraft. There. Awesome. Alright, now you're looking at the blended winglet wingtip device on the side of the aircraft, which is painted in maroon. And these blended winglets were made from composite materials. And the sole purpose of these blended winglets is to improve the overall efficiency of the aircraft, resulting in saving fuel, lowering noise emissions, and improving takeoff performance at the same time. These blended winglets also has a 31.9-degree sweep angle, helping to increase cruise speed to Mach 0.85 to a maximum operating speed to a Mach 0.89. The blended winglets for the Airbus A350 aircraft were produced at the Airbus Broughton factory, known as a specialist facility, which is located in Hawarton, Flintshire, Wales, which lies near the border of England and Wales. Now I'm going to let you see this, these blended winglets from the front view angle as well. Check it out. All right, now you see the front visual view of these blended winglets from a 31.9-degree sweep angle, how that's swept off, which I find impressive. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side. And then underneath right here, see that little door there? There's the AFT bolt bin door. And then right above the AFT bolt bin door is the actual registration ship number, A7-ALZ. Registration ship number A7-ALZ. This particular aircraft is actually the 22nd Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft that actually entered the Qatar Airways fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on March 16, 2018 and was delivered to Qatar Airways on April 18, 2018. This aircraft was also the first of its type, as well as the third Qatar Airways Jetliner aircraft that was painted in the OneWorld Livery scheme, which was unveiled prior to being delivered to Qatar Airways on April 18, 2018. All right, we're still at the back of the aircraft, right above the economy class window, right next to the L4 rear exit door is the Qatari flag decal, which is this right here. And this particular flag decal represents the country where Qatar Airways currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the state of Qatar. And then there's the airline's logo, as I mentioned, is the oryx, which is the national animal for the state of Qatar, as I mentioned earlier. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the APU, which literally stands for Auxiliary Power Unit Exhaust Hole. And there's a hole here. Perfect. And then you see the two little dots right there underneath the APU exhaust hole. Those are the strobe lights, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone, the Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft in the OneWorld Livery scheme in the flaps up version in the 1/200 scale model from the rear view angle. Awesome. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard / right side, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the parcel registration ship number on that landing gear door, LZ. See the pitot tubes and the static ports, the radon nose cone. There's more pitot tubes right there. The windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the OneWorld logo, the OneWorld billboard title, the Qatar title right there. At the front cargo container loading door there as well. All right, now at the center of the aircraft and right above the economy class windows is the Arabic inscripted writing, which is this right here, which I mentioned earlier. It literally means Al Qatariya in Arabic, okay? And then you're looking at the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 turbofan type engines right here, featuring the airline's logo displayed on this gray engine column. See the engine cones right there, as well as the side visual view of these landing bogey gears, including the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the blended winglet wingtip device painted in maroon on this side of the aircraft, including the green navigation light you see next to the blended winglet wingtip device, as well as the front visual view of this wingtip device right here. It's sweeping at a 31.9-degree sweep angle you see there as well. All right. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side. What you're looking at is the rear cargo container loading door, the registration ship number, the Qatar flag decal, as well as the airline's logo displayed on this tail fin of the aircraft. As mentioned earlier, it's called an oryx, which is the national animal for the state of Qatar. You see displayed there on the tail fin of the aircraft. All right, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. Let's check it out. Perfect. Man, this must roll smooth. Awesome. The gears tilted as the front nose gear swivels as well. You see there, there, and there. Okay, so with that said, allow me to show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's begin to check it out. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front where you see the radar nose cone, the pitot tubes, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the power escape hatch door. You see the OneWorld billboard titles on both sides, as well as the logo. See the anti-collision beacon light, the Wi-Fi box antenna, a high-frequency antenna. You see the Arabic and scripted writing, which means Al-Qatariya in Arabic on both sides. Another high-frequency antenna. Then that's the satellite communications antenna, and that's the Qatar flag decal on both sides. Another high-frequency antenna, and then that's the vertical stabilizer known as the tail fin. And then there's the horizontal stabilizer right there, as well as right there. There are no illuminator lights on there, but if they were, the sole purpose of those illuminator lights would light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the engines and the wings from above. You see the engine right there in gray, the engine stripe, no wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you, the warning information, fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet featuring the Qatar Airways logo displayed on that blended winglet. Now let's check out on this side here. Engine's there, no wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you, warning information, fuel dump valve, as well as the Qatar Airways logo displayed on this blended winglet on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, now looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, was mostly white. And then we're going to start at the front there where you see the radar nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the nose gear door, the front nose landing gears. And then we slide up this way, a high frequency antenna. There's another high frequency antenna. Then you see the Qatar title right there on the belly right there. The hole where the stand goes in at. And there's the anti-collision beacon light. And then you come up there, another high frequency antenna. And then there's the APU housing door right there and the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears here. Perfect. The engine's there, as well as the wings underneath, includes the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet painted in maroon on this side of the aircraft. Now let's check out over here, the gears over here. Gears there, the engine's right there, as well as the wings underneath, which includes the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the blended wing and painted maroon on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little model stand that you see over there that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. All right, finally got this model on the stand. As you can see, no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff land position, being viewed from the port side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at this model on the stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front view angle. All right, now you see this model being displayed on the stand, being viewed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you see this model on the stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Okay, before I take this model to stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the magnetic gears that actually came with this model. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off and let you see what I'm talking about. We're gonna start at the front nose gear right here. That's magnetic. The outer bogey gear here on this side of the aircraft, the port side, that's magnetic. And the bogey gear on the starboard side, that's magnetic as well, okay? Since I got all the gears off this aircraft, I'm gonna let you see it at a different angle in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Let's check it out. All right, fine, got this model. You see it being displayed in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Now you got one or two options how you want to continue to display your model. If you choose to display it like this without the gears and geared up as in-flight position, flight mode position that is, that's fine. You see these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag featuring the 2 little toothpicks. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears on there. Or you can do like I do, keep them in the gear down position with the gears on there. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to keep mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off the stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, all right? All right, let's talk about the seating configuration. The Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body Jetliner aircraft seats 283 passengers in a 2-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 9, which will be from here to about right here. You have 36 queue suites in rows 16 to 44, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You had an additional 247 economy class seats, which brings a total of 283 seats. And finally, and in addition to Frankfurt, Germany, as the first inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Qatar Airways currently employs this aircraft or have previously utilized this aircraft, the Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, on routes from its global hub at Hamad International Airport in Doha, Qatar, to worldwide destinations such as, it's a long list, so I'm getting ready to run it to you right now: Addis Ababa, Ethiopia; Adelaide, Australia; Amsterdam Schiphol, Netherlands; Atlanta, Georgia; Bangalore, India; Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi; Barcelona, Spain; Berlin, Tegel; Berlin, Brandenburg; Boston, Massachusetts; Brussels, Belgium; Cape Town, South Africa; Cardiff, Wales; Chennai, India; Chicago O'Hare; Copenhagen, Denmark; Delhi, India; Dhaka, Bangladesh; Dublin, Ireland; Edinburgh, Scotland; Frankfurt, Germany; Geneva, Switzerland; Helsinki, Finland; Hong Kong; Islamabad, Pakistan; Jakarta, Indonesia; Johannesburg, South Africa; Karachi, Pakistan; Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia; Kuwait City, Kuwait; Lahore, Pakistan; London, Heathrow; Madrid, Spain; Malé, Maldives; Manila, Philippines; Manchester, England; Miami, Florida; Milan, Malpensa; Montreal, Canada; Mumbai, India; Munich, Germany; Muscat, Oman; New York, JFK; Nice, France; Oslo, Norway; Paris, Charles de Gaulle; Philadelphia, Pennsylvania; Phuket, Thailand; Prague, Czech Republic; Riyadh, Saudi Arabia; Rome, Fiumicino; San Francisco, California; Seoul, Incheon; Singapore, Changi; Stockholm, Orlando; Sydney, Australia; Tehran, Iran; Tokyo, Narita; Toronto, Ontario, Canada; Washington, Dulles; and Zurich, Switzerland. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can find it. The only outside chance to get this model at this point is probably on eBay. If you can't find it, you're pretty much out of luck. This model came out some years back, and I'm just now catching up on it. If you can snatch it up, please do. I highly recommend it. So with that said, please take care, God bless, and above all, stay safe out here, and stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.